On this episode of Pimp My Setup, we're going to be talking about your setups you submitted for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. So if you're interested in that, then sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts.
Wait, let me take a selfie. Now.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
This episode of Pimp My Setup is sponsored by Slick Wraps, your premier source for quality consumer electronic protection and accessories. Slick Wraps is your go-to place when it comes to customizing your devices like your smartphone. Choose from multiple high-quality materials at the lowest prices possible. Check out my custom natural wood swashin laptop skin made right here in America. The options are endless. Wrap your PS4 in green or your MacBook in a natural wood Justin Maller design. Check out what Slick Wraps has to offer by clicking the link in the description. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pimp My Setup, episode number 105, recorded live on May 22nd, 2016. I literally just told myself that and I forgot. My name is Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly.
And my name is Tyler. You can find me at Twitch and at YouTube and Twitter at YesTechGuys.
Perfect. So I'm going to put in post, I'll put a picture of your setup over so people can see it. And let's see, other things I wanted to say. Submit your setup, pimpmysetup.com/Q. We're filling up for a while. I mean, we might be through the whole summer now with the amount of episodes we have booked up. So definitely get yours in soon. You can always update it down the road. But with that said, let's get into it. We got some good setups that we should talk about. Starting off with Andrew. He said, "Hi, I'm Andrew from California. I use this setup mainly for gaming and homework. I have two LG Ultrarides, obviously. My cable management is not perfect, but I think it's okay." And that's that. So taking a look at this, how old do you think he is?
I'm going to say 14.
14. Yeah. Man, if I was 14 and had that, I'd be so happy. But he's 19.
Okay.
Yeah. So knowing that he's 19, what are your thoughts on this setup?
There's a lot going on. I love the theme, the dual ultra wides. It looks like you have some kind of like skin on it for to like theme it after Mac. I don't like Macs, but you do you. The cables are nice. My only suggestion would be get like a headphone hanger or something, or wrap up the cable. Just keep the headphones like off the desk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, when I look at this, my initial thoughts is I like that desk. I like the
the butcher block, yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice, and you can tell that he is going for the Apple theme because it kind of looks like an Apple store, especially with, he's got like the fake plants and he's got all the little accessories on his desk, and of course the sunglasses and all that stuff. Oh, so nice. Speakers, things like that. Good. Usability is great. For me, I'm not a fan of stacking ultra wides. Like I think it's fine. You could do it, obviously. But for me, when I look at it, it's like I don't know if that's like the best usability because I hate having to go up and down. I'd rather go left to right. That's how it is in my bedroom with the two ultra wides. But I mean, he's got extended mouse pad. He's got great peripherals, great everything. I mean, he's got some framed posters. I would have loved to see a little bit further back to really get an idea of how the whole setup looks. But your cable management is really good. It looks like you have some stuff mounted underneath. Overall, like really usable. I like it. It works great. Things that I would do to make it different, it's pretty hard. I mean, yeah, headphone stand or mount or something of that extent would be great. It's
maybe
kind of
move the microphone out of a picture, like when you're kind of just trying to frame a picture, but move it to the side a little bit so that way it's not right in your way.
Yeah, I think he was just like showing it off like, this is how I use it when I'm like sitting down or whatever. If he keeps it there all the time, then yes, definitely move that because that's annoying. But I like that you have the mic arm. Those things are super cheap. So whenever I see someone with like the tabletop stands or anything like that, it's like, seriously, you could just buy one of those for $13 off Amazon, and it makes it look so much, more legit. It's hard to kind of have a good theme here because you are right in front of a window, but I like the black and white. I love the wool color. I love the simplicity and the minimalistic look that you have going on. I think that in itself is good enough. It is hard having those ultra wide stacked, by the way, because you do have the button. It's like a pretty big button right underneath the center. And because of that, you're going to want to like either flip them up and then just rotate the screen, or just, I guess, live with it. But that's a gap that you got to deal with, you know? I don't know about you, but I like the fluid screens touching and everything.
Oh yeah, having like if you get like a 2 monitor stand and have them like in horizontal or vertical rather, and side by side, I think you'd get the same amount of retail space, but definitely it'd look a lot better. Less gap in between the monitors.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, last thing I would say is, if this is your setup, what would you do to take it to the next level?
Definitely get like one of the IKEA shelves. Put it right next to your desk, so that way you have everything like in reach. Because I mean, it's a nice minimalistic design, and those shelves go great with minimalistic designs. So I think that would be perfect for the setup.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's see here. Let's go to the next setup of the day, submitted by a fellow Matthew, and he is from South Australia. He plays PC, Xbox, PlayStation. He does prefer playing on his PC, but he loves a little bit of everything. He loves My Little Pony Friendship. I love My Little Pony Friendship is Magic and Game of Thrones. That's a very diverse type of things to like. He also plays a lot of CSGO and has almost clocked 1,000 hours. Yeah. So taking a look at this, how old do you think he is?
I'm gonna say 19.
19. He is 16. So,
getting closer.
Yeah, I mean, I think the license plate says it all. Mama says I'm special. The Bubba Gump license plate right there. Yeah, special. It's.
I know that there's a lot going on in the setup.
What? Okay, I'll let you take this one. What do you think about it?
I know some people like keeping the pop vinyls in the box. I have mine in the box back there just because I haven't put them on my desk, but I think they look way better out of the box, like on a shelf. Just that way you can like actually see them all. And I mean, if you're into My Little Pony, then you do you, but just maybe keep it kind of consistent, because there's a lot of clashing color. You have the pink from the ponies, you have like the blue DX Racer, you have the green computer. So it's like a lot of clash. Like I get you have a Razer computer, keyboard, and mouse, but other than that, there's no real theme going on here.
Yeah. I mean, I can't read the chat right now. I'm trying to come up with actual criticism, and it's just, they're not helping. Like, here's my thing. You're in such a tight spot with the speakers and everything, but you made it work. Usability, yeah, you don't have the most desk space in the world, but it's obviously working for you, and props there. I mean, it just looks like you have a lot of stuff going on. You have your Sudafed PE and all that crap sitting there. I mean, if you need it there, go for it. It just looks like everything's like crammed to the max. Yeah, like I keep all my pop vinyls out of the box, but you know, if you prefer it in there because they're collectibles or something like that, then go for it. It's such a diverse room. It goes from My Little Pony to a freaking gun poster to Game of Thrones, and like
some duck on the bed, or
yeah, it's like you got a lot. I mean, that's good for you. You got a lot of different interests, and yeah, it's just small area, tight to the max and stuff. A lot of people are saying it should be Setup Nightmares. It's not, though. You guys are so harsh. I think that when you...
the cable management, from what you can see, there's only one cable running down from who knows where, but other than that, cable management is pretty good. And he did use the space at least somewhat decently.
Yeah, exactly. I can't read the chat. All right, let's just go to the next setup. Great setup, though. Keep with it. And as you get older, you'll have an even better setup. But now, next setup of the day, submitted by Joe from New Jersey. He said, "Go Giants." I like that. He just finished redoing his setup less than 5 minutes ago, but that was like months ago. Wire management is a bit lackluster, but I tried my best, and this desk is not the most forgiving in that regard. My next upgrade will be to replace that monitor from 2002. I spend 85% of my time on the computer playing games, mostly War Thunder, and sprinkle in some Photoshop and YouTube. Would love to be featured. Well, there you go. Congratulations. Taking a look at this, how old do you think Joe is?
How about 15?
15? 16. Oh God, you are getting closer, but yeah. So knowing that he's only 16, does that change your opinion, or do you still feel the same?
I think the setup itself is actually like really good. Those desks are an absolute nightmare to cable manage, and I know because I have a similar one, and there is no way to hide them. So I'm kind of more forgiving on the cables for this one. I do see there's a lot of personality. He's into flight something with the flight yokes, and he does have those posters framed, which frame posters look way better in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, for the space that he has like one side that he can use for like schoolwork, and then one side that he has for the computer and gaming. So I think for what he has, he used great space, great usability.
Oh yeah, he really. I mean, like you said, with what he's working with, he made it work. It's really not that bad. If you zoom in on the cables and look where they're going, they are, they're definitely all over the place. But at the same time, they are kind of routed in a specific direction. It wasn't just like, you know, he just threw them down. I mean, obviously, this is you could see everything happening with this desk, and it's hard to cable manage it. We've seen people do a great job. But I'm happy that you didn't just let them droop down completely. There are some things you could do still, but if you're not worried about the cable management, then you don't have to. I know everyone always comments like, Matt, you're just so worried about cable management, blah, blah, blah. No, cable management is a category. It's, 10 of your 50 points from each co-host. So we talk about it. It's not the end of the world. Some people never want to manage their cables, and that's not a problem. But when you submit to the show, you're submitting to get critiqued on that category. And yeah, I mean, the secondary monitor... do you really even need it? I know you want to replace it eventually, but do you really need it right now?
I was gonna say, what's the resolution on it? Probably like 1024 by 768 or something like that. Yeah, it's like 800
by 600 or something crappy like that. And I also feel bad. Hopefully your Windows didn't like get screwed up after that, because I see you're trying to repair the drive. But yeah, I mean, overall, like the right side, I really like. I like the magazines framed above. Like really, overall, it's simple, it's nice, it works, but it's not like a wow factor. I don't look at this and like want to drop my pants, or it's just like, okay, it looks okay. Tom's shaking his head at that last guy. Yeah.
Weird.
Well,
sounds good to me.
So let's see. Yeah, I mean, do you have any final thoughts for him?
Keep it up. Maybe get like another monitor and just keep it on like one side, because if you try to put yourself in that middle, you're just gonna give yourself no leg room. But other than that, keep it up.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next setup. Next setup submitted by Donovan. Donovan says, hello, I'm from Arizona. I play Xbox One, do graphic design. I love basketball, and I'd like to know what I need to do to improve my setup. So taking a look at this, how old do you think he is?
How about 17?
17. He's only 13.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so 13, and I mean, I know a lot right off the bat, some people, they really hate when people have trophies like this, but knowing that he's 13, it's like, good for you, man. Like, you're kicking ass. You're 13. You're obviously pretty active. I see soccer and basketball and a little bit of everything. So keep up.
Is that a picture of him above with his friends?
Maybe, yeah. That looks like a stock photo, too. Yeah, maybe he's a stock photo actor model thing.
Or maybe he photoshopped his face into the stock.
I'm going to do that. Like the one to like friends hanging out. I'm going to put my face on it. I'm definitely going to do that later. Yeah, I mean, this looks awesome though. The shelves, I like that. You got to show off what you do, what you like. And kudos to you for being 13, like I said, and being super active. But doesn't mean your setup's the best. Your wire management, amazing.
Don't see a single wire.
Yeah, where are the cables? But how about those speakers completely covered by the monitors? No bueno.
Yeah. I mean, I'd try to maybe push back the monitors a little bit and put the speakers like right on the sides of the monitors. Just so that way you're not covering the monitor, but you're also not covering the speaker. Yeah.
I mean, it's hard obviously because you don't have the most room, but you gotta figure it out. I like this desk for you because it's almost like it works perfectly for what you're doing, because it has that drawer and then the little empty space for the subwoofer, and then you have all these little cubby holes for all your random crap, and then enough space to kind of make the setup usable. The right side, I dropped some usability because I mean, I guess you just had the laptop open to be like, hey, I have a laptop. But, you know, that side table is just kind of pointless because you have a laptop open, then you have the Xbox on the floor. It's like, I would say maybe get rid of the laptop, put it in that cubby hole, and then put the Xbox on top.
You know, I was thinking that, but I don't see a computer tower, so I'm wondering if he powers everything off the laptop.
True. I mean, you could still keep the laptop closed.
Yeah, maybe like keep it in one of those cubbies, like you have the MacBook, but that's just, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, so, figure out a solution for that. And, I mean, it must be nice to have a MacBook and all that shit while you're at 13. You're just, like, living life big, apparently. He probably wins these tournaments and wins thousands and thousands of dollars.
I bought it all myself.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't really have, like, it works. The theme, it's good. Maybe get, like, an action shot of you and get it printed as a poster. Or, like, oh, my God, dude, Donovan, get yourself a fat head where they cut it out and you're like shooting threes or something and you put it right above your bed. You wake up every morning, you look at that and say, that's me. And then, you know, you're all like hyped up for the day. But yeah, I mean, is there anything that you would change to kind of just make it a little bit better?
Maybe add, like, if you like basketball, maybe add some like jerseys, framed jerseys, or pictures of like some of your favorite teams. But other than that, maybe just do something to take out some of the white space. There's a lot of white space other than your shelves. But other than that, I think it looks pretty fine. Yeah,
agreed. All right, let's go to the next setup. Next setup of the day is submitted by Kristoffer. Kristoffer is from Norway. He's in the 9th grade, which he spelt wrong, and he spelt half of this email wrong. So hopefully you're getting help there. He likes to make videos, play games. Wow, I can't even read this. They're like all combined. Meteors, I think he means monitors. Yeah, okay. Anyway, sorry, I'm not going to keep hurting your feelings because your setup isn't that bad. So, taking a look at this, how old do you think he is?
Well, I know in 9th grade I was 14, so I'm going to guess 14.
Final answer?
Final answer.
He's 52. He's working things out, you know? He's got a rough patch in his life.
Right.
No, okay, he's 14, so yeah, you got that. Yeah, it's a pretty badass setup. I mean, really, there are things that I would change, like why is the mannequin head on that side? Because it only pushes you to the left even more. Center yourself in between the drawer and the end of the desk, you know? And I think that it would have been better if you put like the PS3 over to the left side above the drawer, over by the mannequin, if you put it over there. But I love like all the displays you have going on. You got the hats going up and down the wall. You have the shelves to the right of your bed, and then the shelf to the left of the desk with like the light on it and the pictures of you and your crew. And like, you know, it's like really, really, really cool. All the Simpsons stuff. Personality and theme wise, like, yeah, you really definitely hit it out of the park. But what do you think about the setup when it comes to like the accessories and the equipment?
Yeah, there's not a lot, I mean, for accessories. He has just pretty much his PS3 and his headphones. So I don't know, maybe he keeps them in the storage or the shelves, but there's not a lot going on for the accessories. I do like the setup, having the dual monitors. Like you said, maybe put the mannequin head and the PS3 on the other side. Center yourself more where you have room to actually sit and do work. But who knows? Maybe he likes waking up and holding that mannequin head.
Yeah, a lot of people are questioning why I said crew. I'm talking about his class picture. Him and his crew. It's just, I know it's so messed up, but it's just funny as hell to think about. I'm like, yo, me and the squad. Because think about it, back when we were younger, we would take class photos and it's like, oh, it's cool, whatever. Now they probably Instagram that, like, you know, the crew 2016, we do that. And they're talking about like 3rd grade or something. But yeah, no, I think it's funny. I like the overall atmosphere here. I like the curtains and stuff. Wiring management seems pretty good for what it is. I don't see any cables because everything's just like hidden behind the monitors and whatnot. So yeah, it's really, really nice. I mean, the chair, I think a lot of people know where this is going. The chair, he's got some holes in the back. I think we know what those are for, if anyone remembers old episodes. But yeah, I mean, it's just like a homey, nice place to chill and do what you got to do. And I don't really have much else to say towards it, unless you have final thoughts for it.
I mean, it feels like a setup that like it's actually used daily. I mean, some of these people, it looks like they never touch their setup. So, I mean, I'm glad it has personality because it shows off who he is. But there's just a few things that could be changed to make it just a little bit better.
Agreed. Yeah, so now this next setup, I think we're going to have a lot to say. Submitted by Robert. Robert's been watching for a very long time. Very good, supporter of the show, and I appreciate that. He was on episode number 2. That's
wow.
Of this season. So he's a long time ago, basically. And now he's back with an updated look at his setup. He actually has a YouTube channel if you guys want to check him out, Your Geeky Tipster. And so his name's Robert, and I don't think I have his age. Yeah, I don't have his age for this. We'll just say he's 74. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, taking a look at this, what were your initial thoughts towards it?
He likes gaming. That's one of my things.
Mm-hmm. Do you have anything else to say, or you want me to break it down a bit?
No, I mean, there's definitely personality goes beyond words. He has all of his amiibos, all of his games right in reach. I'm sure he's probably doing some kind of streaming because he has a microphone and a camera in the next picture. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's definitely one of those setups where everything's in reach, so I love that aspect. Mm-hmm. But also, it seems like it can get kind of busy and crowded, like out of sight, out of mind kind of comes into this one where, because everything's right there, it seems kind of busy.
Yeah, I agree. Here's the thing, guys. I didn't actually show every single photo because if you see in the far back shot, if you think about it, in the left side of it, there's a lot going on. So the room continues. He has a whole station that has like every single retro console known to man, and all that fun stuff. So I thought it'd be good if you guys want to go check him out, Your Geeky Tipster on YouTube. He does have like a full tour where you could see the amount of consoles he has. It's really pretty badass, but I wanted to put the focus not towards the whole room, but more towards the actual setup. And I want to love it. I want to say 100 out of 100, but there's no leg room. I mean, it's just absolutely painful. I can't imagine. I mean, yeah, you have the keyboard tray, which I'm also not a fan of keyboard trays. But yeah, you could say that keeps you away. Your legs aren't as close as, it would be if you were right up against the desk. But still, how do you have room for your legs, man? That just doesn't seem comfortable to me.
Move that like shelf unit, whatever it is, or either that or move the monitor onto like that little island, and then you would have a little bit more space there. Mm-hmm. I don't know where you'd put your keyboard and mouse, but
yeah, because I've seen his channel before. It's almost like he uses the right side as like his news station desk. So that's where he sits with the laptop, and he's got the mic set up, and that's where he does all his videos and whatnot. He makes really good videos, and I love the setup. Like you were saying, there's a lot going on, but it's still like personality, theme, all that. Everything about him. I love the huge Mario, and I love all the different things he has going on. It just seems a little packed in, and it's hard to, because I don't think the room's that big. He's working with what he has. The chair is really comfortable.
Points. Oh yeah, I know I took off a few points for the cable management, because if you look in the bottom right corner, there's definitely a lot of cables going on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people are saying, where's the PC? Where's the PC? I thought it was pretty obvious in the first photo. There's the Mac, but then there's the Razer case right next to it. I don't know if he's using the Mac Pro at all, but yeah, I do love the chair. I'll say that again. It's pretty badass. And yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's a lot going on, and go check out his tour. Maybe he explains it a little more in depth. I'm not sure, but if you're into video games, especially retro and whatnot, he's got some pretty badass stuff to show off. So yeah, any final thoughts?
Just kind of like clean off your desk a little bit, move that shelf so that way you have some leg room, and I don't know, other than that, that's pretty much it.
All right, next setup here submitted by Oliver. Oliver said, I recently built a house in Denmark. He would love to get our opinions and recommendations. He usually spends his time playing football, but when he's not, he likes to sit down and game. So take a look at this. How old do you think he is?
Not a lot. 24.
24. He is 16.
Wow.
Yeah, so when I look at this, I think this is the best setup of the day in terms of hitting every single category, because he's got theme. He's got like all the different things up on the wall that really show off what he's into. He's got, all his football stuff and all that. But he also at the same time has so much options when it comes to storage. His wire management is awesome. His usability is great. He's got tons of accessories. It's really an overall nice ass setup. I know a lot of people don't like the all white and just like a hint of black and maybe a little thing of color, but he does have the blue kind of slowly going through the setup. But what are your thoughts on the setup?
To me, it almost seems like it's a minimalistic, but not really minimalistic. It's on that perfect balance where it has enough personality that you can actually see what kind of character he is, but at the same time, it's not super cluttered. I love the Linmon and the Alex units. So you have that kind of storage for your headphones. The monitors are not on the desk. Cable management's on point. And I love those speakers. And I don't know if that's like a tube amp or something on the floor.
That's it's a subwoofer.
Yeah, that's probably one of the most like unique subwoofers that I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. So I love that aspect of it. Storage and personality's on point. Mm-hmm. Maybe just a splash of color somewhere else, like maybe a blue something on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like he has that open space right above the monitors. It would be nice to get like a decal or something right up there, really kind of fill that area. I'm not saying fill every open spot, but yeah, so I mean, headphone, definitely you want to get down like a mount or something, but everything overall is like just super nice, super clean, really works. And man, for being your age, we've seen a lot of 16-year-olds today, and they vary so much. There's so many differences, but yours is by far the most sophisticated while still maintaining all the different check marks, I guess you could say.
I definitely would. This is one of those setups that I definitely wouldn't mind using myself just because of how laid out it is. You have tons of space, but you have all that usability of the computer right at you. Mm-hmm. So it works great. I love it.
I agree. All right, let's go to the next and final setup of the day, submitted by Hendrik. Hendrik said, "What it do, diggity doog?" He's from Germany, and he built the desk. No, he didn't build the desk. He bought the desk. I'm trying to read through his email real quick. No, there's really nothing that kind of gives away his age. So he actually put 2 different ages. So I don't know if he has an age problem. But what do you think? How old?
I'm going to say 18.
All right. Well, his subject said 22, but his email said 23. So I don't know if he's still figuring that out, but we'll just
birthdays in a month,
Yeah, maybe he's just compensating for that. We'll just go with 22 and a half. So taking a look at this, this is definitely a Mac-oriented theme. We've seen a lot of Mac setups, but this one I think is the most true to the brand because he's got the freaking cinema displays, and he's got a Mac Pro, trackpad, the keyboard, everything you could possibly think of. He has it going on here. It is old school because, cinema displays are not, like those specifically, they're not the newest, top of the line, nothing really special about them. They're pretty, but that's about it. Nice desk, definitely sticks with the Apple theme and all that fun stuff. But my first initial thing that I see here is not even, the cable management's good, any of that. It's the shelving. Like, I just don't understand who put the shelves like that. That's so stupid. So stupid. I really, they're not centered. Like, the one should be centered. The other one shouldn't be on top of it. Why don't people ever space things out nicely? I'm just do you understand the shelving, placement or no?
I mean, obviously he has that one up a little bit for his Mac Pro, but maybe he should have just kept them level and then moved it over a little bit. Mm-hmm. Or maybe I think it would have been cool if you had like 2 lower shelves on each side of the Mac and then one upper, like above it. Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't, for me, it just doesn't really make sense because I don't know. And the right shelf, I don't feel like even is that badass with the stuff on it. He's got like scuff gaming and whatnot. That plant looks like it needs a haircut too. I don't know what's going on there.
It's like it might need a new plant.
Yeah, it just looks absolutely disgusting. I don't mind when people put boxes on the shelf that look good. Like in my room, I do have Apple products. I mean, I've never taken them down because it's been there since I was like 15, but still, it's like it's not bad. I mean, maybe I wouldn't put a laptop charger box. Like, yeah, you know, I got myself a charger for my laptop one time, so here's a box to prove it. Like, oh, wow, you're so cool, dude. I don't know. Stuff like that really confuses me. Cleanliness, wire management, all that stuff, great. But the shelves, I face palm and I want to just slap you across the face 7 times. Fix that. Center the one shelf, put the other shelf elsewhere, maybe above it, maybe in the garbage. I don't know. Figure it out. But the way that's set up right now, it's just not working. But other than that, what are your thoughts on like the usability and all that fun stuff?
This is actually probably one of my favorite setups of the day. I mean, I'm not a giant Mac guy, but for what it is, I absolutely love it. Those cinema displays are gorgeous. I love that background too. So the colors, the blue backgrounds, the blue LEDs, the Mac everything, the theme going out. I mean, except maybe the boxes, but the theme was on point for me. The cable management was on point. I love that desk. It doesn't look exactly like it's a butcher block. I don't know what it is, but maybe I think I took a point off of accessories because having a trackpad's nice, but there's some things where you really just need a mouse. And I mean, the Apple keyboard is good for being compact, but after a while, to me, it does get fatiguing to type on because it's kind of small and I have big hands. So
yeah, that's what happens. Some of these people, they're such fanboys that they'll let their hands bleed. And they're like, it's great, I love the keyboard. And there's just blood all over. I guess someone in the chat's definitely like probably throwing up right now. But yeah, I agree. You know, I used to be
another
like,
thing is where's the speakers or where's the headset? Because I don't see either.
Because Apple doesn't make speakers or headsets, so they don't need them.
Because he only has that sub in the second picture.
Yeah, he probably has Apple earbuds and a subwoofer hooked up. He's like, whoa! his whole desk is shaking, but he's wearing earbuds or earpods. My bad. Before someone has a heart attack. I used to be like super hardcore Apple, and then I realized that no, I could be both. I could love and hate at the same time.
Hackintosh is for.
Yeah. So, I mean, overall, this is a good setup. Congratulations. Oh, he actually, in his email, talked about the 2 wall shelves being made by, like, a manufacturer. Dude, the wall shelves are stupid. But anyways, let's go with the scores. Andrew. You ready, Tom? Sorry. I just, like, right to it. My bad. All right, Andrew walked away with an 84. Matthew got a 70. Joe got a 76. Donovan got an 80. Kristoffer got a 79. Robert got a 73. Oliver got first place with an 89. And Hendrik got an 88, getting him second place. So, of course, guys, we do all these live. So if you're watching live, we will do an after show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But that's going to do it for this episode of Pimp My Setup episode number 105, recorded live on May 22nd, 2016. There's a bug in my face. What the there's a little, like, gnat. What the okay, anyways, thank you guys for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup. Of course, all of Tyler's links will be down below in the description if you want to check them out. And, my links are in the description if you want to check me out. And
nobody cares.
Yeah, no one's gonna check me out. It's whatever. There we go, guys. Oh, I guess one more time, say your Twitter and YouTube for everyone that's wondering.
Oh, my Twitter and YouTube are Yes Tech Guys.
Perfect. So there, because people watching live want to know. There you go. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you on the Flippity. Blah. Boom.